And no stock price meter next to the found colony. It's unfortunate, but just the way it is, I suppose. Well, there's so many spots that are close to really, really good. Really close. But they're not quite exactly what I want them to be. Oh man, you can make them work though. It's so interesting. I think we can work with a few different locations here fairly effectively. I saw one that I kind of want just because it's interesting. And I think I could make it work better than most, but if I don't get it, it won't be the end of the world, I think. That's fine. Somebody wants to found there. Alright, here we go. A little longer. We'll go with that.
Scientific colony for our new investment. You can count on us.
Start selling stuff, buying the steel. There we go. You do that to aluminum so I can buy steel more effectively. Thank you. And then we're just going to have aluminum and iron streaming in for the moment, and hopefully that'll work out quite well for us, with any luck. A little bit worried about water on this map in particular. Once again, I'm going to be a little bit dead today, guys. Sorry about that, but I'll do what I can. And look at this aluminum coming in. How beautiful is that? This aluminum, all this iron. It's fantastic. It's exactly the kind of thing we're after. We might even go for an early new claim this game if we can pull it off. Just gonna have to see what happens.
Scientific colony expanded.
Come on, I'm so close to upgrading. There it is. Give me that tile. And then I think we're gonna take... We could just take 3 steel mills right here. See if we can make it work. I'm fairly comfortable with it. Just take the 3 tiles. Should work out alright. And now we're just selling, like, everything for the moment. Because look at all this iron and aluminum we're pulling in. How valuable it all is. It's crazy. We still have a claim left. Let's see. Did I get the water? No, I did not get the water. That's why we have a claim left. I'll go for that water. Fine. I really want a high value water tile at this point. So I'm going to work for it. Steel not doing so hot, realistically. Steel just not so good right now. Unfortunately, but at least we have important tiles under the steel. We can go for this. This is fine. Not going to get the super cheap claim, but we might be able to get a decent one anyways. We'll just see how it goes. Wells is a bit threatening this game. He founded fairly early. He got a decent spot for scientific. He's going to have some trouble making water resources with his scientific bonus, but not too much. So he'll probably be alright. We might let the geotherm go for 28,000 for the time being. And just come back and try to get another claim later. I'm okay with that, I think. Grab a new claim. Grab some iron with that, because iron's looking really good. Absolutely really, really good right now. And let's make sure I'm getting into glass. I'm late to glass, but I think I can still make it work. So hopefully it's not going to be the end of the world. Where are these claims going? Are they going to that silicon past me? That's what it looks like. Oh, seriously? Again? Ah, that was from way up here, too. Alright, well, I guess I don't get to do any of that. And this is why, in part, I built my steel where I built my steel. It was just really the only option. Fine, I guess we'll take... Scientific players getting the high tiles is just gross. It's kind of frustrating that they always get to expand first and claim the best spots when they don't need them. Very frustrating indeed. Whatever. Well, we can upgrade. Let's go ahead and do it, actually. At least the iron is still coming in and making money. We can say that. That's all we've got, really, is the iron, but we've got it. So it's something. I'm tempted just to, well, we can turn steel on for the moment.
Scientific colony expanded.
Trying to get into these farms. Which should be kind of valuable. A little bit difficult, but hopefully doable. Come on, iron, you can do it. Iron plus steel, I believe. Then I was wanting to honestly get away from my steel mills, if at all possible. Because they're not doing much for me, and I'm thinking about getting those into power as soon as I can. Alright, food's starting to come in, which is good. I'm going to need that to make this power transition. Absolutely going to need that. Let's grab a goon squad. Go ahead and drop it somewhere like there. My farms got frozen out, so I'm not going to be able to make the power transition. Of course my farms got frozen out. Why wouldn't my farms get frozen out? That's just life, isn't it? Well, tell you what. We can make the power transition still. It's just a bit awkward this time. We can also maybe get out of some of these and get down some glass furnaces.
Scientific colony expanded.
Maybe I should have left this mine here. I was going to make another glass furnace. It can still work. It's just not fantastic. Now we have the silicon flowing in. Hopefully we'll manage to actually get into power before too terribly long. We'll just have to see what happens, though. And let's see. Man, the farms being frozen really hurts. Pirates would have been nice here to punish some of these scientific players for... Look at this. Look at how ridiculously far away all this food is. His first round hasn't even really gotten there yet. Oh, how much to bid? My stock price is a little on the low side, I think, but Thinking Machines is just so good. It's hard to let go of it. On top of that, I'm expansive. I may be a bit reliant on Offworlds in the late game. Thinking Machines just works out so well for those. Well, Silicon's gotten destroyed, so we might just stick on Silicon and try to push to an expansion for power, honestly. Because this is just disgusting. Okay, well, our farms will still do well at this point when they turn on, assuming they turn on at some point. Let's go ahead and grab an EMP to have, just in case we need it for later. The glass is doing well. I'm really hoping we can use the glass plus the silicon to expand. That's the goal right now. Try and get to an expansion as fast as possible so I can actually get some power online, because I am leaking debt like crazy. And a big part of it is because my farms got frozen, and that didn't allow for a transition that I was hoping to be able to hit. Kind of an issue. Alright, we can expand. We don't really have the silicon to put down power yet if we expand.
Scientific colony expanded.
But I want to do it anyway because the prices of everything is going up for the time being. So I want to go ahead and get it done. And then with this, let's see. There's a surplus on steel. Well, that just figures. I want power. I want power so desperately, so badly. Sell down glass. See if we can just get a few solar panels online. We'll grab a goon squad for them. Hit by another bit of black market, of course. Of course. Just all of it, right now. Every last bit. All on top of us. That's pretty much all the power we're going to put down for the moment. I can't scrap this yet, but what I can do is go ahead and put these reactors down that I want. They should be fairly strong. Silicon is still doing work for us. This is why we founded where we founded. No big surprise, given how much we paid for those panels, but still important. Let's do a little bit of stock work. And just keep pushing on toward that expansion, I imagine. Food's doing nicely still. Water, we have this water tile that I never actually built a water pump on. That explains a lot too. Why we have had no water the entire time in particular. Come on, reactors, you can do it. Well's buying his own stock as well. That's fine. Buy a little bit of Bradbury stock, a little bit in our stock. And we got to do something about Clark over here, who is off to a very strong lead at the moment. I mean, he's got good glass, good food, good power. He's just in a scary, scary spot, realistically. Not where we want him to be at all. Well, can't scrap the glass furnace yet because it's still frozen. Pirates are super valuable, obviously. We want pirates if we can pull it off. So much food and glass flying through the air. This is exactly the kind of thing we're looking for. Man, if I'd gotten that for 12, that would have been beautiful. We'll keep pushing. We'll keep pushing for the time being. My stock price is a little on the low side, but it's not the end of the world. I'm really upset that power cost me so much this game, though, because of the freeze on my food. And then there was a freeze on my glass, and it's just like, thank you, Thinking Machines, for saving my life. Is what that came down to, basically. So, Bradbury is actually a potentially very good target to bring down. Let's see about the pirates. Yep, they're covering glass. Interesting they got placed immediately. Not the best of ideas, in my opinion, but not the end of the world either. Well, the food's turned bad. A new claim actually sounds really useful, so we're going to grab that and build, I think, an engineering lab here. Should work out okay. Silicon's still strong. Steel still not so strong, but better than food. Wells is actually halfway to purchasing us. That's a concern. Oh, look, another power surge. How many power surges have been purchased this game? Like 3? And they've all hit me? Yeah, well, that's just life, apparently. And steel production is looking pretty strong, so we're going to get into that. And hope that the water comes in enough to make things work for us. I was hoping for an upgrade at some point, but steel's way too expensive for that right now. Engineering lab is coming online. We'll see if we can make use of it. I'm so tired of all my stuff being frozen in this game. When Wells and Clark are in such a great spot, but they're scientific, so nobody attacks them ever. I hate that bonus so much. I really, really do at this point. It's so nice when you're playing scientific, but when you're against scientific, it's the most awful thing ever. Beef up some water production. Maybe even grab a mutiny here. Oh no, he got nuked, so never mind. Well, that sucks. I wish I could spend a black market effect to counter a nuke in some ways, but it would be a bit ridiculous if you could.
Scientific colony expanded.
I would love to get into chems before long, if I have anything I can convert into it. Maybe even power. Just send power into chems for now. Shouldn't be the end of the world. Man, I am so far behind when it comes to upgrades, though. That's my big concern right now, is the fact that I didn't get the cheap steel upgrades because I kept getting frozen and frozen and frozen and frozen and frozen and frozen. I could move back into iron at some point, and it might be worthwhile before long, but it's not in a good way right now. This mutiny's not going to do anything I wanted it to. The chem labs are good. Okay, there's a shortage on iron. That explains some of its ridiculous price. Well, still halfway to purchasing us. Definitely a concern. Thankfully, he's not doesn't seem focused on it for the moment, so. Pirates sound nice. I guess I should start making this transition. Glass isn't so good anymore. It's okay, but aluminum and iron's gonna fall fairly rapidly at some point, but it hasn't done it yet, so I may as well make some iron while I can. Pirate's still looking good. Chem's still looking so good. Let's make sure this thing is still running for us. Maybe upgrade... We could upgrade chem production. We could upgrade steel. We could also just upgrade oxygen as a fairly straightforward thing. Or food. Any of these could work. Alright, Wells is buying up himself. That's actually kind of fine for us. I'm tempted to do something similar before long, but I'd rather not if I can avoid it. If I can avoid it. Where are the pirates? They are trying to take glass again. Interesting. Well, best of luck to that, I suppose. Get that last aluminum down. Yeah, iron not doing so hot. The steel is still making money, technically, but not particularly well. The reactors are okay, not great. I don't know what the best option here is. I guess we could scrap a reactor and just go into a bit more iron. I was not expecting iron to stick the way it did. We'll upgrade. I want that upgrade so bad. We'll be able to leave our steel on at this point. We can move into another reactor to help out here. Sell everything to make sure we can keep generating stuff. Keep buying stock, please. Carbon's not doing so well. Or carbon's very expensive right now, is that how I should put it. So we're going to take a little bit of carbon. And with our last tiles, building an off-world would be nice in some ways because we're expansive, and off-worlds are generally just good for expansive. Don't want to shut down the steel completely yet. Man, Wells is well on the way to buying Clark, which is terrifying. Let's get down another chem lab. Oh, he actually pulled it off already. That's scary. Alright, upgrade food again, and let's get into some food production. We'll go ahead and scrap the steel. Get into some food. Come on, let me make it. Oh, and I have this silicon here that I have been doing nothing helpful with for quite some time, so I don't want to put steel down. Could mutiny this water. It would help a little bit. I mean, I know it's trace water, but it's the adjacency bonuses that I'm after a bit more. And then, okay, steel's garbage. Could go into electronics. We have carbon coming in. Might work out. Wells is actually that close to buying us already. This is how disgusting this game is right now. It's just from all that debt we took on because we were delayed to power so effectively. Look at this. This is gross. He's out of 100%. What do we do about that? He's gonna buy... He's gonna... Whatever. Game over. Nothing to do. Nothing to do. All game long, nothing to do. Because the first 3 power surges of the game, maybe 3 of the first 4, hit us. And we were locked out, and that was the end of it. There really is no discussion after that about what happened or if anybody else had a chance this game. That really sucks. I hate games like this so much. Well, the chems are awful, so we should scrap out of those. Prices flying around all over the place. Go ahead and put down an Offworld, because why not? We may as well play it out to the end, I guess. It's just so gross. Like, he was just on 2 people. And still, that number flew up. Really? Well played? Didn't feel well played to me. Felt like I got hit by black market and locked out of the game for too long to matter. That's what it felt like to me. Oh well. I've also let power go completely away from me at this point. I don't know why I scrapped food. That was a terrible decision. I'm just out of it at this point, and so I've stopped caring. Is effectively what it comes down to. Just like, whatever. I'll tell you guys, black market kind of sucks. Scientific kind of sucks.
The black market.
But at least it'll be over soon, because our stock price is just so low from all this debt we accumulated after power got so high. So that's good news. We could go back into some silicon. That's something. There's really no point in trying, because the game's completely over, but we can pretend. Oh, man. If I'd gotten to the buy on Red Sparrow, I might have been okay. But I was nowhere close to it.
Colony expanded.
And too much black market on you will just kill you quite easily. I can't believe he got to a buy and then still had that much money left over. Disgusting. Well. We could build an Offworld. Offworlds are kind of okay. We'll send oxygen for now. They're pretty close in value. Having some farms down would have been a good idea. Probably. Make that happen, I suppose. Yep, more black market, because it's all just so darn cheap that it doesn't matter. Hey look, I can retaliate. Oh, it doesn't do anything, because you're science. Oh, isn't that fun, guys? Isn't that fun? GG. Buy us, please. Finish us off. Let us out of this game. That's all I'm asking for right now. All I'm asking for. Thank you. Finally. Well, nothing to do. Unfortunate, but just the way it is. Wells got a fairly straightforward buy on Roller. We could have tried to defend Roller a bit, I suppose, but we were just too far behind by then. Needed a little bit more shutdown on Wells, who was just tearing ahead of everybody, and a lot less shutdown on me, who wasn't. It's that straightforward, that simple. Let's check black market. Wells is finishing it up. There's no point in watching that. We can go to... Yeah, I got hit by 3 power surges, and then 1 EMP late. And an underground nuke, apparently. Oh, my water got nuked eventually. That's cool. Well... Sabotage targeting. Red Sparrow once and Wells 3 times. You know. At least, I think that's what that means. I don't think I hit Wells 3 times, right? Black market. I only bought 2 EMPs, 1 power surge, 1 mutiny. Maybe that was me. Hang on. Oh well. It's no big surprise. It's just this what sucks and why you have to play scientific right now. Is what it comes down to. I keep trying to not play scientific. Occasionally it works out, but it's really only because people don't necessarily understand or play out the game particularly well, not because it's actually a viable thing. Scientific just dominates everything, and unfortunately there's no arguing about it. It's gross, and that's just the simple and sad truth of it right now. Well, let's see if we can get to another one. We'll try and not lose this